very good morning to all of you. AGRES, a prestigious annual event that showcases the academic excellence and research innovations of our very own faculty undergraduates. It is a great platform to exchange ideas, promote collaboration, and drive forward thinking in agricultural and environmental sciences.
With great pleasure, we welcome you all to the 23rd Agricultural Research Symposium organized by the Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, Wayamba University of Sri Lanka.
We extend our sincere gratitude for your presence here today as we embark on a day of intellectual exchange and scholarly collaboration.
To commence this memorable occasion on the auspicious note, we now proceed to the ceremonial lighting of the traditional oil lamp, a symbol of wisdom, purity, and new beginnings. It is with great respect and honor that we invite Chief Guest, Professor L.D. R.D. Pereira, Acting Vice Chancellor of Wayamba University of Sri Lanka, Dr. Shaman Vidanage, Country Representative of IOC in Sri Lanka, and Dean of the Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, Senior Professor Jagat Edirisinghe, to light the oil lamp. Representing all distinguished guests and invitees present this morning, now I kindly invite everyone to rise for the national anthem.
Sri
Thank you all. You may now be seated. This year, AGRES makes its 23rd milestone, continuing its legacy of promoting innovation, collaboration, and research-driven development. Here's a glimpse into the moments that made this event truly remarkable.
In the heart of Sri Lanka's vibrant agricultural landscape, a vision takes root, a vision built on science, nurtured by knowledge, and driven by purpose. Welcome to the Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management of Wayamba University of Sri Lanka. For over 2 decades, FAPM has been a catalyst for agricultural transformation, bridging the tradition with technology and theory with practice. It is here that young minds are cultivated, challenged, and empowered to rethink the future of agriculture. The Department of Agribusiness Management, where business meets agriculture, training tomorrow's agri-entrepreneurs and policy leaders through economic, marketing, and data-driven planning. The Department of Biotechnology, where science meets innovation, pioneering research in molecular biology, genetic engineering, and sustainable biosolutions to transform agriculture and health. The Department of Horticulture and Landscape Gardening, where nature is not just grown but designed, fostering food security, landscape management, and post-harvest innovation. The Department of Plantation Management, where Sri Lanka's economic lifelines are reimagined through research in perennial crops, value chains, and sustainable management. From within these departments emerged a powerful platform, one that captures the heartbeat of student research, innovation, and leadership. Introducing 23rd AGRES, the annual Agricultural Research Symposium, a flagship academic event that showcases undergraduate research excellence and brings together scholars, mentors, and stakeholders to share ideas that matter. AGRES is not just about presenting the findings. It's about solving real-world problems. It's about standing at the front line of world agriculture, food security, climate change, and sustainable development. It's about cultivating research that can impact farms, markets, and communities across Sri Lanka and beyond. Here at AGRES, students don't just learn science, they live it. They become the voice of new generations of thinkers, innovators, and leaders. This is where knowledge becomes action. This is where research becomes a revolution. This is AGRES, organized by Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, Wayamba University of Sri Lanka.
It's now my honor to extend a warm invitation to our distinguished guests to kindly proceed to the head table and grace the occasion with their esteemed presence. May I most respectfully invite the chief guest, Professor L.D.R.D. Pereira, Acting Vice Chancellor of Wayamba University of Sri Lanka, followed by the keynote speaker, Dr. Shaman Vidanage, Country Representative at IUC in Sri Lanka, Senior Professor Jagat Edirisinghe, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, Dr. Ishara Anjali, Academic Coordinator of the 23rd AGRES, Mr. W.A.D. Chitrananda, Registrar, Wayamba University of Sri Lanka, and Mr. Malit Ilshan, the Student Coordinator of the 23rd AGRES. She has been a pillar of strength behind the success of 23rd AGRES, dedicating her time and effort to ensure its smooth functioning. Her support, thoughtful guidance, and readiness to help students at every step have played a crucial role in shaping this experience into a truly meaningful one. Therefore, to officially commence the 23rd AGRES Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, we now cordially invite Dr. Ishara Anjali, the Academic Coordinator of the 23rd AGRES, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Acting Vice Chancellor, Wayamba University of Sri Lanka, Professor L.D.R.D. Pereira, the Dean, Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, Senior Professor Jagat Edirisinghe, Keynote Speaker, Dr. Shaman Vidanage, Mr. W.D. Chitrananda, Registrar of Wayamba University of Sri Lanka, Deans of other faculties, Heads of Departments, Academic, administrative and non-academic staff members, students, and invited guests. It is with immense pleasure and heartful warmth that I welcome you all to the 23rd Agricultural Research Symposium, AGRES 2025, organized by the Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, Wayamba University of Sri Lanka. This year's symposium is held under the theme Pioneering Solutions for Shaping the Future Sustainable Agriculture. It reflects our collective commitment to addressing real-world agricultural challenges through innovation, collaboration, and critical inquiry. The research we celebrate today is not only academically rigorous, but also aligned with national as well as global sustainability goals. Therefore, let me extend a warm welcome and respectful welcome to our chief guest, Professor L.D.R.D. Pereira, the Acting Vice Chancellor of Wayamba University of Sri Lanka. Sir, your presence here with us today adds a great value to this event. We are truly grateful for your leadership and continued encouragement towards the academic excellence and research development of our university. I'm also honored to welcome our keynote speaker, Dr. Shaman Vidanage, country representative of IUC in Sri Lanka. Dr. Vidanage, your work in the areas of sustainability and natural resource management has been widely recognized in both locally and globally. We are delighted to have you here with us today and look forward to hear your valuable insights, and that will undoubtedly inspire our young researchers. Next, I'm privileged to welcome our Dean Sir, Senior Professor Jagat Edirisinghe. Sir, Your vision, guidance, and unwavering support have been instrumental in enabling AGRES to reach this level today. Your commitment and strengthening the undergraduate research and fostering the environment of inquiry and exploration has deeply appreciated by both staff and the students community. And I also welcome the deans of other faculties of Wayamba University, Registrar Mr. W.D. Chitrananda, Acting Bursa, and the librarian and all the administrative staff, heads of departments of the Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, professors, and our dedicated academic, administrative, and all the non-academic staff of the faculty. And let me also extend a special warm welcome to our panel of judges who have graciously accepted our invitation and took the responsibility of evaluating our student presentations and offering their expert feedback. And to all our invited guests, including professionals from the industry, academia, and research institutions, and all the other well-wishers, thank you for being with us here today. Your presence adds prestige to this event and reflects strong linkages we continue to foster between the university and the wider community. And finally, a heartfelt welcome to all our final year students, the true stars of today. Over the past several months, you have balanced the demanding task of your research, reporting, and organizing this event. And today, you are stand before us, not just as students, but as young researchers ready to engage with wider academic and professional world. This year, we are proud to feature 163 full research papers published in the AGRES 2025 Book of Proceedings, reflecting scholarly work of our students across all 4 academic departments of our faculty: agribusiness management, biotechnology, horticulture and landscape gardening, and plantation management. So this publication represents a diverse and critical body of knowledge on contemporary agricultural issues. So as the coordinator of AGRES 2025, I have been fortunate to witness your commitment firsthand. Organizing this symposium was not an easy task, yet you have done with so much of enthusiasm, professionalism, and genuine passion for this learning. So to our presenters, this is your stage. You have shared it with confidence, receive feedback with humility, and take pride in your journey that you have gotten here. To our audience, I invite you to engage deeply, ask questions, offer insights, and encourage our students. Your involvement adds immense value to their academic and personal development. Before I conclude, let me express my deepest gratitude to everyone who made this AGRES 2025 possible. Vice Chancellor, sir, Faculty Board of the Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, our non-academic staff, Student Organizing Committee, ICT and technical teams, and all those working behind the scenes to make today a success. Let this AGRES 2025 be remembered not only for the knowledge it shares, but for the spirit of collaboration, innovation, and academic excellence it promotes. Thank you once again. A warm welcome to 23rd AGRES 2025. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ishara Anjali. So, he has always been a guiding force in our academic journeys, offering continuous support and encouragement to both staff and students alike. We are honored to hear a few words of wisdom, reflection, and inspiration at this special occasion from you. With a great pleasure, that we now invite the Dean of the Faculty, Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, Senior Professor Jagat Edirisinghe, to address the gathering.
Distinguished members of the head table, professors, lecturers, senior lecturers, all the academic staff, non-academic staff, registrar, my dear students, and all the members, all the distinguished guests present here today. And it gives me a great pleasure in delivering a speech in the 23rd AGRES that we have here today for the 23rd time. And Dr. Anjali mentioned that we have 163 students this time. And if I remember correctly, when this started, if I am correct, when this started in 2001, we had around 47 students presenting. Now it has tripled to 163. I think the person who started this is in the audience, Professor Jayasekar, and I think his time during he was dean, this program has started. So I hope he would enjoy that, how this research program that we have initiated, the faculty has initiated under his leadership, has grown up to this level at this moment. So we have 4 departments of study. We have 5 departments of study, but agriculture degree is taught by 4 departments of study in this faculty, as everyone knows here. And we deliver different kinds of, we conduct research in different areas, different fields of study. And we take the national challenges. And for example, we understand that we had a very big issue during the past few years that we do not have enough dollars, or we do not have enough foreign income. And therefore, we looked at what is the kind of export income that agriculture sector generates. And we find that, okay, plantation sector is the main contributor. But we have untapped potential in floriculture and fruit sector. I think fruit carries only about 10% of the 10 or 5% of the total agricultural exports, and the floriculture may be 10% of the total agriculture export. So we have our horticulture department, we have our plantation management department, and also we have our agribusiness department who works very hard on these areas. So the export sector has to be improved in this country in order to move forward, because whatever the taxations that we have done, that we do in the country, it is internal money rotating, but we need to find external sources of funds. Like we find funds for running the AGRES, we need external funds that should come from external sources outside the country. And also, we find that in this, during the past 20 years, if my statistics are correct, remember correctly, past 20 years, maybe from 2000 to 2024, we have, or the world has increased application of nitrogen by 75% into the soil. So I think that without this, we know that we cannot get the required output that we need to feed the world. But on the other hand, we have to look after our soil to preserve it to the next generation, and we will have to reduce the pollution in the country as well, as the world. So these are the areas these are some of the areas that our students have touched upon. And also, in addition to that, we have a department called biotechnology, and we serve for research in areas of biotechnology, and I think it is one of the major growing areas in the world. Second to, I think, maybe the IT sector or the new technological sectors. Biotechnology is also a thriving area in the world at the moment. So therefore, we as a faculty has started looking at all these areas with all the research students. And we have, as it was said, that we have 163 students present this year, and we get 215 students nowadays. This is an This is a batch that we have got 4 years back. Now next AGRES from next year, maybe 2 years from now, we will have more than 200 research papers coming in. And from the time we had 47 students, we had only one book. Now we have this much 2 volumes because we cannot bind them together. Books are too large. The research is too large. So, and also these students organize this event as we have, I think, the people who have started this program is here. Some of the lecturers as well as the dean at the time. And they might have designed this program, and we believe that they have designed this program so that students learn other soft skills and plus research. So we are asking them to organize this event and do the media and everything, right? Everything in this, and even publication, setting up the papers. Only reviewing is done by staff members, and other activities under the guidance of staff is conducted by students. So this is, I think, a huge opportunity for all our students, and they have, this year I'm happy to say, I had no problem with the students this time. I'm not saying that we had problems with the other years, but we had very smoothly, this program was organized very smoothly, and I salute all the organizers from the staff side and also the student side, including the coordinator and the committee coordinators, committee chairs, and all the students who have supported this activity very well. So we are very happy with the performance of the students at this time. So thank you very much for all the students who toiled hard to make this event a success today. And you still have to do your presentations, and these will be an exam. So we will take it as an exam, and I wish you all the best for your presentations today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, dear sir. We are sincerely grateful to Professor L.D.R.D. Pereira for gracing this occasion with his esteemed presence as the chief guest despite his demanding schedule. Your support and encouragement have been a source of strength throughout. Your dedication to the progress of the university and guidance in academic and administrative endeavors have been invaluable. It's now with great respect I invite the chief guest, Professor L.D.R.D. Pereira, to deliver his address.
Okay, thank you, and a very good morning to everyone. Senior Professor J.C. Idrisingha, the Dean of the Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, the former Vice Chancellors, Professor S.J.B.A. Jaisekara and Senior Professor Udit Jayasinghe, the Deans of other faculties, Dr. Charmaine Vidanage, the keynote speaker, the Registrar of the University, Heads of Department, Professors, Senior Academics and Academics, all the invitees, dear students, and ladies and gentlemen. So it is indeed a great pleasure to have been invited to AGRES 23 and been able to speak to you this morning. So let me first of all congratulate all the undergraduates who are going to present their research findings at AGRES 2023. So now it is again a great pleasure to see the pioneers of this faculty and the senior staff, all the senior staff, I guess, are present here, showcasing their interest in research of your, especially research of your faculty. So, so they have taken the initial steps way back at the beginning of this century. So now that good practice is continuing, now we have run into the 23rd chapter of AGRES. So it is this AGRES itself is a great achievement, because within the 25 years of existence of this university and the faculty, now you have had 23 AGRES sessions. So that is indeed a great achievement. So thanks go to the pioneers or the initiator of this AGRES and who supported to continue this great event throughout these years. So you have understood you, not only you, everyone have understood the importance of agriculture, and we also felt the need. Now sometimes we forget about it, but during the COVID-19 pandemic, we saw what is most important is food and then medicine. Okay? Nothing else. So therefore, this is very important. Now even we sometimes forget about that, and it is therefore should be highlighted and appreciated. The effort you have taken, the students have taken, and the staff have taken to carry out research and present their findings to a great audience at a symposium like this. The university has been supporting this type of symposia to provide a platform for all of you to present your findings and also to improve your various soft skills. So amidst all financial hardships, every former vice chancellor and every dean has supported for this endeavor. So the students should be thankful to the university for the support given. And as mentioned in the introductory video, so now you have started research, and now you have come to a, you are required to revolutionize this research culture. Now, as I can remember, when we were small, there was a food crisis in late 1970s. We could hardly remember. So then there was a agricultural revolution. Okay, so there were, I think, many new rice varieties like BG 11, and in Sinhalese it is more effective like BG 11, H4, 34. So like that. So there were many varieties. To my understanding, that revolutionized, and somehow we could overcome that food scarcity. And similarly, now we are facing, now we are barely recovering from economic crisis. And at the same, similarly, I hope the researchers could contribute to recover from this economic crisis through revolutionizing the agriculture. Okay, so there are many fields. Okay, now you may be studying everything from seed to the plate. Okay, everything will be studying, and now we know in your faculty, so there are 4 departments, actually 5 departments, covering almost all the aspects of agriculture. So as highlighted, there's biotechnology, starting from biotechnology to I think agribusiness management. So all these 4 departments cover everything, almost everything in the field of agriculture. And I am sure you have now got theoretical knowledge and also the first-hand experience on research. So now it is time. Now it is time to revolutionize agriculture research, and I think the government and the university will be supporting all of you, the staff and the students alike, in carrying out your research further. And so it is maybe now I understood that earlier from your faculty, some plant varieties were named by the name of Wayamba, and again I heard that in your sister faculty again another fish variety, fish species has been named using the term Wayamba. So likewise, my hope will one day there will be Wayamba variety like W something or WYB some variety. Okay, so that will be that will bring credit to the faculty and to the university and to you individually as well. And wishing finally, we know behind the symposium like. There's a lot of hard work, and I must thank the Dean of the Faculty and all the senior staff and the supervisors who have supported, guided the students up to this point, and especially Dr. Anjali and the coordinator of AGRES 2023 and her team of supporters in staging this event successfully. So I am sure there will be a very productive session ahead after this inauguration session. So, wishing everyone, especially the graduates, all the success and good luck in your future career. I wind up my speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to invite our keynote speaker to share his valuable insights with us. To formally introduce and welcome him, may I respectfully invite Dr. Ishara Anjali, Academic Coordinator of 23rd AGRES, to the podium.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to introduce our keynote speaker this morning, a distinguished scholar, environmental economist, and a policy leader, Dr. Shaman Vidanage, the current country representative of the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN Sri Lanka. Dr. Vidanage brings him with a wealth of experience across academia, research, and environmental governance. Prior to his current role, he served as a senior lecturer at the University of Kelaniya and has previously worked with the Central Environmental Authority, NARA, and University of Peradeniya. He has held key leadership positions in professional bodies, including serving as the president of the Agricultural Economic Association and the Sri Lanka Association for Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. He was also the editor-in-chief of the Sri Lanka Journal of Aquatic Sciences. Dr. Vidanage holds a BSc in Agricultural Sciences from the University of Peradeniya, MSc in Environmental Economics, and a PhD in Environmental Economics from the University of Colombo. Notably, he has the team leader and co-editor of Sri Lanka's National Environmental Action Plan 2022-2030 and contributed as the lead expert in preparing the country's revised nationally determined contributions to climate change. His work continues to shape national policy on climate change, sustainable development, and natural resource management. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me welcoming Dr. Shaman Vidanage to deliver the keynote address. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the generous introduction. Good morning to everybody. Professor LDRD Pereira, Acting Vice Chancellor, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, former Vice Chancellors, and all the distinguished invitees, the esteemed academics and friends, and also the most important group in this audience, the bright young minds gathered here to present their undergraduate research findings. So this is your event today. As I heard, the numbers from 41 to 163, so things have been grown from what it was long time ago. And also this institution has celebrated its 25 years just last year, but we are aware this institution initiated in 1991, and we have some of the academics who were at that time in this institution. So it's really good to see all this around here. So the institution is just 26 years old, yet it has reached great heights as an academic establishment in agriculture and related disciplines, having some of the greatest minds in the field, with some in the field with some of the disciplines, and we also have best educators in the country sitting in this very audience, and mentors, top-ranked researchers, inventors, and technical contributors who have immensely contributing to addressing the national challenges at the national level. So, though this institution has a relatively short history in comparison to the discipline that you are into, you all have demonstrated a lot in the subject area. I see many of them in the audience, so I'm truly privileged to be here with you today as a keynote speaker. Thank you very much for inviting me to this occasion to give you a few words. And also as someone who was graduated from another university as agriculture graduate, long time ago, nearly 33 years, and someone who has been working towards progress of this country. I see this gathering more than an academic forum. I see this gathering as a powerful space where the seeds of our nation's future are being sown. So you are the future of this country, and this is the forum that you are trying to come to the forefront, trying to share what you have done in terms of research. So there will be 163 of you presenting your findings. So this is a very first exposure to the bigger world. And also, we all should guide them and facilitate to grow professionally to shape the future of our nation. And we know there are so many challenges, and they would be the people who would take up the challenge, and they would be ended up as researchers, policymakers, innovators, all that. So I am sure they have been given the basics that they would need in an undergraduate research, so they are ready to open up and explore the world. The theme for the symposium today is Pioneer Solutions for Shaping the Future of Sustainable Agriculture. Couldn't be timelier. So this is very, very timely. The Sri Lankan agriculture faces a range of challenges that hinder its growth and sustainability. I don't have to elaborate what they are. And you know it better than me. The publication which was came out from this faculty, titled Rising with Agriculture, Challenges and New Perspectives, was authored by some of you and edited by some of you. So that is a very good testament to where you are with respect to agriculture sector and its challenges and the way forward. So thank you very much again for producing that bit of work for the country. And this was done in commemoration of the 25th anniversary of this faculty. I hope the undergraduates have had opportunity to benefit from this valuable and current publication in formulating their undergraduate research. It is common knowledge that the declining productivity, some of them have been already touched upon by the previous speakers, driven by traditional farming methods and the slow adoption of modern technology, stands at the forefront of the issues. Then additionally, the sector struggles with inefficiencies in resource use, whether it relates to water, fertilizer, and it's further threatened by the challenges of climate change. We can't ignore that climate change is now and here. So post-harvest losses and limited access to market. Hence, agriculture must evolve and evolve faster than it brings us challenges. With pioneer solutions as indicated in the theme of this symposium. So that is all what you all are trying to do, or initiate, discuss, deliberate in this event. Sri Lanka, a nation built on agrarian roots, is now standing at a crucial juncture. On one side, we face long-standing challenges. On the other, we see incredible potential. That is what most important. Through innovation, collaboration, and sheer will, ready to take the challenge. So that is what we should be addressing. So let's talk about some of the solutions that we have in front of us. Because the future doesn't wait. And if we are to lead, we must pioneer. So that's again, touching upon the theme. So I have jotted down a few points, 4 to be exact. So I will take you through those 4 points that I thought would be elaborating in my speech. The very first is the embracing smart agriculture technology, something that we are into to a certain extent, and that also needs to be expanded. Today, technology is no longer a luxury. It is necessity. Let me highlight few areas of smart agriculture technology for consideration. The very first, I have few of them under the first solution that I thought I should talk about. Data-driven farming. Utilizing Internet of Things based soil sensors. So we have, while agriculture is developed, and we have 5 faculties and 4 of them are serving for the undergraduate degrees. So they all are very nicely interconnected. So you do a lot of work. But we have other faculties, other departments who have specialized in other areas. And also we are in a technical area where we talk about IoT's, Internet of Things. We use everything around us in order to get data, information for us to take decisions. So using them will be something very, very important. So data-driven farming includes utilizing IoT-based soil sensors, weather stations, and satellite imagery to optimize resource use, take water, fertilizer, pesticides, and improve crop yields. So get to know exactly where and when what is needed, making use of those technology. Then application of artificial intelligence and machine learning. Again, something coming up in very big way in everything that we do. Implementing AI-powered systems for tasks like pest and disease detection, irrigation scheduling, and predictive analytics for market trends. So all that are available now. So why not we dwell into making use of those things in order to deliver what we know in agriculture. So it's a combination of things that is around us. Then comes the smart irrigation. Again, employing drip irrigation, sprinkler systems, and subsurface irrigation to minimize water. They are being used to a great extent. What and improve water use efficiency, determining on when, where, how much water to be released through data analytics and automated systems. We know we have water scarcity in areas. If we know exactly where the water is needed and at what time, using the data-driven techniques, then we can make use of available water at the most efficient way. So efficiency is the subject that we talk about very much in economics. So efficiency needs to be get to, and we know we are not competitive in the regional setting. If you look at cost of production in Sri Lanka, it is very much higher than what places like India has. So reason behind that, there are many, and some of them are relating to efficiency. So efficiency can be improved if you know what to do, where, and how. So that can be supported amply by the data-driven farming. Then the use of remote sensing and drone technology, again, are being used to some extent. and using satellite and drone from crop monitoring, disease detection, and precision spraying, reducing the need for manual labor and improving efficiency. So efficiency comes again and again. We can make use of these techniques, technology at a relatively cheap prices, and when we combine this with agriculture, then we can deliver excellent results where we would be much more competitive in the sector. Finally, the use of blockchain for traceability. Blockchain is also something coming from the subject of technology, data science, for traceability and transparency. We know we have a society of consumers who are demanding certain types of product, not just the sustainably produced products, but they would like to see the traceability, trace back to their origins, how they have been delivered to their doorstep. They are ready to pay for it. So why not we combine all these? So the data-related techniques called blockchain has been invented somewhere in early 80s, and they were developed in 90s. Now they are well in place where you can't change the entries once they are entered, because one block is related to the previous one. So we have a very well established systems of traceability given under the bigger banner of blockchain system. So blockchain for traceability and transparency is going to be the way forward for us to go for high value markets. So implementing blockchain technology for tracking agricultural products from farm to market, ensuring transparency and building consumer trust. These are not distant dreams anymore. And these are achievable realities if we invest, educate, and adapt. So I'm addressing mostly the young graduates who are going to be taken up different positions. So you have the everything. And I myself, I got trained like you a long time ago as to be an agriculture professional, but I choose a different field. I started working in natural resources management, then I delved into conservation. So I have come to a certain stage in my professional career, slightly different field, but all what I have learned during my undergraduate days have been put into practice. So the same thing that you will have to do, learn what is happening elsewhere, what are the challenges that we need to address, and find a way to address them in a slightly different manner. That's the value addition that you could contribute. So have your eyes and ears widely open so that you can see the world in a different way. So some examples are, now these technologies, especially embracing smart agriculture and technology, and I have highlighted few of them, things like applications in mobile phones. There's something called Farmonaut, F-A-R-M-O-N-A-U-T. So like astronauts, the people who are trained to work in space shift. So here you are talking about a group of people who are working on farms. So we have a digital application, mobile application, where they harvest information from remote sense data. All that will be available on your mobile phone for you to take decisions, so you don't have to worry too much. Get the app into your phone. So basically, everything that we talk about embracing smart agriculture and technology is now available. So with that, you can improve the efficiency, and very interestingly, so this is a application globally used, and it is being used in Sri Lanka as well to a very, very limited extent. And in order to address the cost of this kind of applications, there's something initiated in Sri Lanka called GeoGovia. It's something similar, but not at the same level. It is something started with Department of Agrarian Development, supported by International Water Management Institute, together with Tech Institute from India. So there'll be more people using these applications, so that something that I have highlighted will be ready to use. It's a matter of making the right kind of links so that you would be utilizing the real-time data for innovative or innovation in agriculture for us to address challenges that we have in front of us. Then the second solution that I would like to highlight is promoting climate resilient and eco-friendly practices. So climate change is something that we have to factor into all what we do. So sustainability starts in soil, from drought-resistant seeds, and you have departments working in these lines, varieties to regenerative agriculture. Regenerative agriculture is something that we all are familiar with. That is how our forefathers have done their agriculture long years ago. Everybody must be familiar with things like Lanka, small tank cascade systems. They were very resilient systems where they have used these things. But subsequent challenges that we've had to face didn't allow us to continue with those paths. However, later on, this has been again reinvented by the West, and now they are pushing the regenerative agriculture in a big way. So something that we have forgotten over time is being reminded by others for us to get there. So regenerative agriculture is getting momentum, and there's a very expensive certification available called Regen Agri by Dutch. And there are at least one company in the tea sector very close to the Department of Plantation Management. So they have been certified as the first Regen Agri certified tea company in the world. And also there's a group of Regen Agri certified small-scale farmers in Sri Lanka. So they are yet to be given the certificate, but that's going to become probably the first small-scale tea sector farmers certified under this particular thing. So the point is not to promote anything like expensive certification programs, especially originated in Europe, but we can follow the same principles, and we can go back to what our forefathers have taught us in order to put something on the table, the locally made one, something like good agricultural practices. So we can have our own guidelines which would be able to help us getting there. So regenerative agriculture is a farming technique that focuses on repairing and improving ecosystem health while also increasing agricultural productivity. So we have been, in commercial agriculture, we have been putting a lot of effort in getting more out of it rather than putting something back into these ecosystems. So regen agriculture or the regenerative agriculture is telling us, go back to the original principles so that you do your agricultural production while paying due attention into agro-ecosystems and especially improving ecosystem health while increasing the agricultural productivity. It includes measures like minimal soil disturbance, something very close to us, we know, and crop rotation, cover cropping, and holistic land management. Then regenerative agriculture is extremely important because of its ability to address the critical environmental, social, and economic concerns. Regenerative agriculture and biodiversity improvements provides solution to the widespread soil degradation, erosion, biodiversity loss, water scarcity, and desertification. Furthermore, by promoting sustainable agricultural techniques and empowering local people, regenerative agriculture may help to alleviate poverty, food security, and climate resilience, making it a crucial road towards sustainable development. If I go back to the Regen Agri certification, they have recently came up with another tool where you can certify the carbon in your fields once the farm is certified under their certificate. So that is a very, very important aspect where you can monetize the carbon benefits emanating from your plantation activity. So those are areas where the new minds, those who are graduating or presenting your research to consider and identify that niche area for you all to get in. Nowadays, we have many tech people getting into agriculture by putting their tech knowledge into the field. So why not people with agriculture background collaborate with them and do what is best for all of us? Then I have the third as empowering youth and agripreneurs. So word that we don't hear very often, like entrepreneurs, the use of principles in entrepreneurship in agriculture field. So I'm again addressing those who are making your presentations today at AGRES 2025, which is the 23rd in the series of AGRES, the research conference of this research symposium of this very department. So if you want agriculture to thrive, we must make it aspirational again. It is no longer so. We see youth moving away from agriculture, and I saw somewhere out of the people who are in agriculture, 70% of the people, I am not very sure about the statistic, indicates that they are over 50 years of age. So we have very less people who are in real, we need more youth into this area with their new way of thinking and the innovative ideas. We need more youth in the field, not just physically, but intellectually. So that is what the new generation agricultural graduates should be. You don't have to be in the field and do like any other farmer do. So we need you intellectually leading innovations, starting agri-tech startups. So that's again something very, very common these days. In tech areas, people start these startups. Why not we think of things like agri-tech and driving export-oriented value chains? Then imagine young graduates from this very university launching digital marketplaces for farmers. During our master's level, I remember seeing something called ecosystem marketplace, something we learned in our masters. So we were wondering whether something like that could happen. So they are actually there. We have places where you could trade your ecosystem services. If you have a particular ecosystem service that you could attribute to you, then there's place for you to sell them. There are buyers and sellers in the virtual market for ecosystem services. We can do something similar. So think of launching digital marketplaces for farmers, agriculture, building vertical farms in urban spaces, or exporting organic products with blockchain traceability. Again, something very close to youth. Why not you go this extra mile and trying to link these things so that we can take agriculture from where it is to a step forward. Wayamba can be the launching pad for the next generation of agri-leaders in Sri Lanka. Number 4, building stronger policy, research, and private sector links. We can't do things in isolation. All what we do needs to be interlinked. So there has to be right level of policy coherence from the top. And we have seen that over different time periods, irrespective of who governs the country, we have had many policy incoherences when it comes to agriculture, environment. So we have to have stronger policy, support, research, and private sector links. Pioneering solutions, we are talking about the pioneering solutions. Pioneering solutions thrive when policy, research, and enterprise align. So they need to be going in the same direction. When we have obstacles which are contradictory, then we won't be able to get to where we would like to go. We need policies that de-risk innovations. If somebody wants to innovate, there has to be a cushion, safety net for them to do their innovations and introduce something else. So the de-risking is something that policy should support for, and that applies for climate-related interventions, investments. So de-risking is something being discussed hugely. Some of you all may be familiar with funding mechanisms available, such as Green Climate Fund. There are a pot of money available globally to support countries like us in trying to building resilience on people and ecosystems from the changes in climate change or the impact of climate change. So they provide grants for us to de-risk whatever we would like to do. So if you want to invest money in a climate-related aspect, then there will be resources coming from places like GCF, Green Climate Funds, and something in those lines has to be there, supported in policy for innovation and reward sustainable practices. We need universities like Wayamba to lead applied research in partnership with the private sector. So partnerships is the way to go. We may have all what we think we have, but if they are to be cultivated, they are to be planted, we need many others who are joining with us. There are those people. What is missing is these linkages between us and them. So the partnerships are very important, and we need scalable models. Yes, we have been talking about many pilot projects. They need to be scale up for us to see some sort of change in the way we work. Then solutions that reach the grassroots farmers. For example, the partnership between researchers, agri-tech firms, and regional cooperatives or cooperation with other entities can develop localized app that we were talking about earlier, tailored to our soil types, climates, and market dynamics. Then recognition of biodiversity conservation in production landscapes. Again, something very close to what I do at IUCN. In the plantation sector, we have large number of plantation companies, and some of you all may have experienced some of those plantations who have unique biodiversity on top of the plantation. So one of the sites that we are working right now is in Halgolla in Yatiyantota. You have unique biodiversity, and we have done biodiversity studies and found that the endemicity of this particular area, which is something in the range of 800 hectares, is greater than the diversity that we find in Central Highland World Heritage Serial Property. So that is stunning. So you have unique biodiversity in agricultural landscapes. So that is something that needs to be factored in marketing your agricultural produce. So you can have a unique marketplace when you contribute heavily for biodiversity conservation, or it could be agri-biodiversity. And there are global interventions in these lines to recognize biodiversity conservation contributions in agricultural landscapes in an initiative called OECM, Other Effective Area-Based Conservation Measures. So this is something accepted by Convention on Biological Diversity in 2018, and we are working very closely with Ministry of Environment to prepare a framework to introduce OECMs in Sri Lanka, where areas where you have contribution to biodiversity while you are investing in agriculture, they can be recognized as contribution to world biodiversity conservation through protected and conservation areas. So this is a great area for the faculty which is working on plantation management. Then let's get to these areas. Global biodiversity framework is something, again, very important, and there are targets, and we are supposed to contribute to 30 by 30 targets, reaching terrestrial and marine areas of 30% of the world to be conserved or protected by 2030. So the GBF targets can be achieved through this type of OECM approach and using them for intellectual tourism. Again, another area that the plantation management can dwell into. There are very preliminary work done in certain places. We talk about many different types of tourism, be it nature-based tourism, ecotourism. Now there's another growing area called intellectual tourism. So when you have unique biodiversity in your plantation area, there can be very, very unique type of visitors who would like to come and enjoy and study the unique biodiversity that we have in our plantations, which comes under intellectual tourism. And there could be many more. Agro-tourism is something which has been established some times ago. Okay, those are the types of solutions that I would like to highlight. There are more. Due to time limitation, I would only address those things. So what is our role? And what is your role in taking agriculture to the next level? Each one of us, whether a policymaker, academic, student, or farmer, has a part to play. So this is a moment to pioneer not just solutions, that is what we have in our theme, but a mindset that embraces science, respects tradition, especially the shoots of traditional knowledge, and values equity, nature, and dares to imagine a better future. So if we are to change, we need to inculcate these things, and we have to have a mindset in those lines. So in closing, let me say, transformational agriculture needs more than farmers. If it needs financiers, researchers, and policy makers at the same table. Agriculturalists alone will not be able to do that. So we have to have a combination of all these people. Let us cultivate a generation that sees agriculture not as a struggle of the past, but as a solution for the future. We have so many areas to learn. The future of agriculture, Sri Lankan agriculture, depends not only on what we plant in our fields, but on what we sow in your hearts and minds today. With that, let me conclude by thanking the organizers of AGRES 2025, inviting me to give this keynote speech. And I expect the sessions after the scientific sessions would be a forum for you to discuss some innovative ideas and to transform some of you to address the challenges that we have been talking about. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for the insightful address. Dear sir, I kindly request you to remain on the stage to present a token of appreciation. Now I invite Senior Professor Jagat Edrisinghe, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, to present a token of appreciation to our keynote speaker. Thank you so much, sir. I also take this opportunity to invite Professor L.D.R.D. Pereira, Acting Vice Chancellor of Wayamba University of Sri Lanka, to receive a token of appreciation for the continued support and inspiring leadership. To present the token of appreciation, I call upon Dean of the Faculty, Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, Senior Professor Jagat Edrisinghe.
Thank you, sir. Now I invite Mr. Malit Ilshan, the student coordinator of the 23rd AGRES, to kindly step forward and present the AGRES proceedings to the dignitaries at the head table, starting from the chief guest.
Thank you so much, you all. To formally convey our appreciation, we now invite Mr. Malik Dilshan, Student Coordinator of the 23rd AGRES, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. It is with great pride and heartfelt gratitude that I stand before you today at the conclusion of inaugural ceremony of 23rd AGRES, a flagship event of the Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, Wayamba, University of Sri Lanka. This symposium has been a celebration of academic innovation and a collaboration, and none of this would have been possible without the collective efforts and unwavering support of many distinguished and individuals and dedicated teams. First and foremost, I wish to extend our deepest appreciation to our chief guest, Professor LDRD Pereira, the acting Vice Chancellor of the University of Sri Lanka. Sir, your presence here today is an honor, and your continued commitment to uplifting student-led research has been truly encouraging. We are also sincerely grateful to our keynote speaker, Dr. Shamen Vidanagesa, country representative of IUCN Sri Lanka. Your insightful address reminded us of our crucial role we play in driving sustainable agricultural practices and protecting our environment. Thank you for inspiring us to think beyond the conventional. To Senior Professor Jagat J.C. Edirisinghe, our respected Dean of the Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, thank you for being a pillar of the supporting and guidance, and your vision continues to drive academic excellence across our faculty. A special thanks to Mr. W.A.D. Chitrananda, Registrar of Wayamba University of Sri Lanka, for your valuable presence and for always ensuring the smooth functioning of university affairs behind the scenes. Special word of thanks to our dedicated academic coordinator, Dr. Ishara Anjali. We are deeply thankful for your leadership and tireless efforts in planning and executing every detail of this symposium. Your support has been instrumental in its success. To all academic coordinators and student coordinators of the fundraising, publication, refreshment, advertising and logistics subcommittees, thank you for your teamwork, patience, and commitment throughout this journey. And I also wish to acknowledge deans of the other faculties and heads of the departments, all academic staff members, and the entire administrative staff, including Assistant Registrar, Ms. Dulani Jayakodi, and Bursa and Assistant Bursa for their consistent support and encouragement. Our sincere appreciations to also goes to the ICT Center of our faculty, whose technical support made the seamless flow of presentation and digital engagement possible. And to the special invitees and judging panelists, thank you for your time and your professionalism and your thoughtful evaluations that will be provided us with meaningful feedback and inspiration to improve further. A heartfelt thank you to our sponsors, the Mr. Sampath Veerakon, representative from the Omega Line Private Limited, and which is our main sponsor of the 23rd AGRES, Sirius TV, our official media partner, Verna Private Limited, our official gift partner. Your generous support enabled us to take this symposium to a higher level and provide a professional platform for our student researchers. And to the English unit, thank you for helping us refine our communication skills and express our research clearly and confidently. We are also grateful to all non-academic staff members and the Assistant Registrar of the Common Supper Unit. Your dedication behind the scenes ensured the smooth execution of every time. And thank you very much to Viascope, our official photography partner, for capturing and sharing the highlights of this event with wider community. And finally, my dear batchmates, this symposium is a reflection of our hard work and our unity. And I'm proud to have shared this journey with each of you. As we conclude this successful event, let us carry forward the spirit of collaboration. May we continue to grow not just as researchers, but responsible stewards of the agriculture and environment. Thank you all once again, and may 23rd AGRES mark beginning of the many more milestones to come. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Malitil Shan. So, finally, please rise for the University Anthem of Wayamba University of Sri Lanka, marking conclusion of inauguration session of 23rd AGRES.
Lanka Wayamba disa sujata dharani tale surandatu sarasavidiniti abe arundati taruvalese Lankambaraye arundati taruvalese Lankambaraye කල් පැරකුම් කිවිනැන පහනින සුමඟුල් සමිඳුන් සිහවිරු වදනින හැම කල් රන්ජිත වයඹ යසෝරස උරුමය වේ අපගේ උරුමය වේ අපගේ උරුමය වේ අපගේ උරුමය වේ අපගේ මල්පල සම්පත වොරන්දන කෙත් වතු අස්වනු ඉසුරින් සපුරන නෙක් විදු නැන දහරින් දය ඔබයන මෙහෙවර වේ අපගේ මෙහෙවර වේ අපගේ මෙහෙවර වේ අපගේ මෙහෙවර වේ අපගේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා සුජාත ධරණි තලේ සුරංගතු සරසවිදිනිති අපේ අරුන්දති තරුවලෙසේ ලංකාම්බරයේ අරුන්දති තරුවලෙසේ ලංකාම්බරයේ පෙරලා ඉසිවර නැන සමුදා සදාලන සරසවි මෞනි අපේ නව චින්තනයේ උල්පත් මතු කොට නව ලෝකය වෙත පියවර තබන